Okay, what's up, people? Me and my sister back again. We're talking about stuff we saw this week. First thing we saw was, well, it wasn't the first thing. I brought it to you, what, on like Wednesday?
Yeah.
Or was it yesterday?
I think it was yesterday.
This crazy theory some guy had. It was that the new Batman movie, was it
Batman or Superman.
Batman v
The
Superman, is apparently related somehow in the same universe as the Dark Knight trilogy.
Which we are currently
We're
watching.
currently watching. You can't see it, but behind us is the Dark Knight. So apparently, this guy did a lot of. What he had a 32-page.
He had a 32-page thesis. I didn't read all 32 pages.
No, I was at work. I couldn't have done the kids would kill each other.
I read his introduction.
Yeah.
And he thinks
pretty convincing evidence.
Moderately. I don't buy it because I think the whole thing's ridiculous.
Well, it's a big stretch. Why would they do that? Why wouldn't they just said that? Then they would have been like, oh.
Well, he thinks that Ben Affleck is not Bruce Wayne. He's Deathstroke.
Yeah, that doesn't.
He thinks that Deathstroke is Batman in this version.
So he took his name. He's playing Bruce
He
Wayne,
wasn't
or
clear.
he's just like he's being Batman.
No, he's not Bruce Wayne. Saying Ben Affleck is not Bruce Wayne.
Slade Wilson.
Deathstroke. Slade Wilson. Yes.
Who put on the bat suit, and that's why it's all
who
big.
Who became Batman? Yes.
Big and bulky, and he's super violent.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yes.
Why it's the Dark Knight, like the comic book. Why he's super violent.
Yes.
Is that why it's inspired? That might make.
That's what he's going with. But then he also says that Jared Leto is actually Joseph Gordon-Levitt from the end of The Dark Knight Rises.
See, that part makes
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
That part makes a little bit of sense because Batman was like, oh, hey, here's these bombs, here's these bad things, just throw them at people. Also, put on a mask. Because even though you're an orphan and you lived in an orphanage your whole life, that one father guy who's kind of a bastard who was like, just gave up all of a sudden, they might come to hunt him down. So put on a mask. So if he did that and he tried to do it because he left them all the equipment, so if he tried to do that and fight for Gotham, although, I mean, there couldn't have been that many crazy people after all that, but if he tried to do it, and let's say into like 3 years, he was like, this is enough, I'm just going to join the crazy people who are out here. Maybe he had to fight the Riddler first, and he's like, screw it, I'm just going to join his side.
I don't think you could go that crazy. Even over 3 years, you're just going to be like, oh, I went super crazy, so I'm the new Joker. I'm just going to run around doing
Maybe he saw Man-Bat. Man-Bat's weird.
Things. I don't think so.
Man-Bat from Arkham Knight was freaking weird. Looked like a...
I don't think that's enough to turn
Maybe he saw Scarecrow.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt
Maybe he saw Scarecrow again.
Which also, I don't understand if that's what they were going to go with. Why didn't they just get Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
I don't know.
Well, what's the point of getting Jared Leto to play him? Just have Joseph Gordon-Levitt be it.
Yeah,
and then everybody would be like, oh man, they're seriously going to do that.
Well, it's not like he had. Well, it's true because it's not like he had more important stuff to do. He made that movie about him walking on the tightrope between the buildings. What was that? I hear it was a good movie, but whatever. The movie's probably good. I don't know, but I'm just saying that kind of makes sense. But I don't know about why would Slade Wilson be.
I don't understand that either.
They're not the same.
He also said that I don't remember the guy's name, but I guess the butler.
Yeah, the butler.
The butler in there.
Slade
he's saying it's Wintergreen.
Yeah, he has a butler.
Deathstroke's butler, and it's not Alfred.
Yeah, because I knew that from.
Yeah, that's what he's saying, and then he's also saying the chick in there. I don't know her name, is actually Deathstroke's daughter.
Ravenger?
Yes.
Rose?
Yes. That's what he's saying. He's saying he's not. He's
What?
saying that from the trailer. They never concrete say Batman's Bruce Wayne. They just say Batman. They don't say he's Bruce Wayne, which I have not sat through the trailer to verify that because I don't care enough. But he's saying that Ben Affleck isn't Bruce Wayne. He's Batman, but he's not Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
The butler who's with him isn't Alfred. It's Wintergreen.
Okay.
And the chick with, I think she's got red hair in there.
Yeah, it's Rose.
Is Rose, his daughter.
Because everybody was under the impression, because, you know, in Dark Knight Returns, the Robin in there is a chick. Remember from the cartoon we saw? Yeah. There was a brief explanation. Yeah, it was a chick, so that's what everybody assumed.
Now, this guy's saying it's his daughter. Which that could line up.
That makes a bit of sense.
That could line up, but then why is Deathstroke running around being Batman? Like, what point is there to have Deathstroke as Batman if it's in the same universe?
Well, that's why he has a big, stupid, bulky suit, because he's like, oh, it's stupid for me to carry around my sword, but if I dress like a bat, because there's the legend of the Batman, there always has to be a Batman.
I feel like Deathstroke wouldn't care enough. Unless it's in a different... Unless it's in a different universe. Then you could be like, oh, okay, Deathstroke's there, Batman. But for it to be in the same world as the Dark Knight trilogy, I don't see that happening.
They have semi-similar morals. Deathstroke doesn't like killing a mass amount of people. Like, innocent people. Like, in the comics, like the comics I did, which you should check out.
Well, I'm sure he's not going to kill babies and puppies.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I mean...
Well, exactly.
He's going to kill somebody if somebody needs to die.
Exactly. Well, you could check that out on my comic review I did, which I'll put a link in here.
The guy also said that Bizarro or Doomsday will be in there.
Yeah, that part I knew, because once again, at the end, after Clark fatality'd Zod, he just left it. He went crying to Lois, 92-year-old Lois. Not even going to get into that.
Child Superman.
He went over there to her and was like, oh, buy me alcohol because you're older than me. And so he just left Zod's body there. I don't know why he would have done that. That was my biggest problem with the whole movie. I was like, no, he's fine. He killed him, but he left the body there. That was my issue. I was like, he wouldn't do that.
Well, it's fine that their version of Lex Luthor Facebook over there would find Zod's body and do experiments.
Yeah, that's what he would do, because that's what you do when you find an alien body. You're like,
fine.
Oh, hey,
but
is that an alien body? I better put my finger in it.
Bizarro from Zod's DNA.
That kind of makes sense.
Bizarro?
Yeah, because it's a Kryptonian DNA, and you see how weird looking Zod is. How weird they talk. He's all like this, like he's on Boardwalk Empire show.
He could make Doomsday, because I think originally Zod made Doomsday for him and his wife.
Yes. I think we're going by Smallville.
Yes, I'm going by Smallville. That was the story in there. So if he made if their Lex Luthor made Doomsday from Zod's DNA,
okay, I can see
that would make more sense.
I could see that.
But if it's Bizarro, that's just ridiculous.
I forget what it was in the New 52. I remember what it was. I think because in New 52, Clark's dad was a scientist, and his mom was actually the warrior one. I think it might have been New 52. It might not have been New 52. One of the later ones. He was, the mom was like the warrior one. And I guess Doomsday came out. It was like another science experiment. I think that's what he was. He was a science experiment. Somebody's science experiment, so I can see that.
Yeah.
But Bizarro, I don't know.
Not Bizarro. I don't buy Bizarro.
I don't know.
Oh, he also said that Christian Bale will show up.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Christian Bale will show up, because he's gonna be like, I'm just over here trying to bang my incredibly hot girlfriend named Catwoman, because once again, she's 10 years younger than me too. But I can do that. I can do that because I'm Christian Bale, and I try like this all the time. So I can do that. So he's gonna come back and he's gonna fight Deathstroke in Epic Mortal Kombat. Did we ever see an Arkham Knight? Did we ever see him fight? We never got that far. Did we get that far? We finished the game. Is that like another side one? I think it was another side one we didn't see. So yeah, Christian Bale will show back up, and then he will actually join the Justice League. He'll form it. He'll be like, "Hey, child, you look like you can take my orders pretty good. You should join with me." Also, that little chick over there, that girl who's like 5 feet tall, her too. What you call her, Wonder Woman? Yeah, no, her too. Yeah, because that's how tall Wonder Woman was, 5 feet tall. You didn't know that, did you? That's how tall she was. Just as the cartoons, 5 feet tall. Always. Old comics, 5 feet tall. Always. All the time. Whatever.
I don't buy his theory, but
it has
parts of it could happen.
Parts of it make sense. That Rose thing, that his daughter being Rose, makes sense. And that Jeremy Irons being Wintergreen, yeah, makes sense. People are like, what are you talking about?
That's fine. But
Deathstroke has a butler named Wintergreen. It's his manservant. It's like his best friend.
Yes.
It's like reverse Alfred. So see, it kind of makes sense.
That's what the guy was saying.
It makes sense.
Which that's fine, but I don't buy Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character being.
I can put stuff in there to make it make sense. It's not the worst thing I've heard. Other stuff is.
It's not worse. Better than what you've heard. I don't think that's better. I think it's
a little bit better. It makes me more interested.
I think it's the same.
Makes me more interested. Okay, how was The Walking Dead this week? I didn't see it all. You said it was great. I was watching Liv and Maddie. That was hilarious.
The Walking Dead was really good because everybody manned up and they were like...
Yeah, that only took 5 seasons. What season are we in, 32?
They're like 6 or 7, something like that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that was easily the best, one of the best episodes. I'd say like top 4 solidly.
Who killed everybody? Everybody killed everybody?
Everybody killed somebody, but Carol killed most of the wolves.
Good.
Which the wolves, smart as they are, lit things on fire and then threw it at them. Yeah. Because that's how you invade someplace.
Well, that's how fire kills everything.
Yes, you can't fight fire, which Rick and their group never does.
No, they never do that. They've never done a lot of stuff. Like sharpen sticks and jab it in them people.
No, they don't. And
I was watching Dual Survival and stupid, it's another show. You gotta watch, YouTube it. Stupid Joe found a dead elk on the side of the road.
Did he take off the antler?
Yeah, he took off the antler and sharpened it and made a staff with it. Yeah. I was like, that never happens on The Walking Dead. They never find it.
They don't.
They find gas all the time, apparently.
Yeah, they do.
And then you're telling me
motorcycles.
Yeah, motorcycles. That's what you're telling me. This is the same. Daryl has the same motorcycle from like season 2 when they first found the motorcycle.
I don't know if it's the exact same motorcycle. I'm not gonna fact check that because I don't care enough to go through that. But I would assume it's easy to take the same motorcycle. I mean,
I guess.
I don't see that as an issue.
I guess.
I mean, nobody else is driving motorcycles. No. So
there should be a gang of...
Yeah, there's not like a zombie motorcycle.
Yeah, well, what happened to the biker gangs? That's a good point. What happened to the biker gangs?
Maybe they didn't have any in
When are they
Georgia.
Oh yeah, they got some in Georgia, I'm sure. When are they gonna run into like a zombie biker gang? That'd be funny.
They've never done that.
That should happen. Alright, so what? Carol killed everybody?
Yeah. One of those wolves killed her neighbor. And they weren't just like, killing people. They were like, they had axes and like sticks and knives. They didn't have any guns. So they just had like handheld weapons. And it's not like they just stabbed somebody and took off. They stabbed them like 30 times and were like super violent about it. So Carol saw them kill her neighbor and she was like, oh, it's on. We gotta take care of this. So then she told Carl, and Carl was like, yeah, I know, I'll stay here. He had his giant, like, sniper rifle ready to go.
Of course, that's what we all have.
And he was like, nobody's going to get in this house. I'm going to protect it. I'm not going to let them get in here. So, Rick sent Morgan ahead of him to go warn the town that all the walkers were coming. And so when Morgan got there, all the wolves were like running around, and one found him, and he was like, "Oh, just get out of here, and then you guys will survive. You won't get killed. Just leave right now. It's not too late." And so Morgan was trying to talk to the wolf, and then up behind the wolf, you see Carol take out a knife and just stab the wolf in the back of like his head or neck or something. And Morgan was like, "Why'd you kill him, Carol? Why'd you kill him?" And she was just looking at him like, "What in the world are you talking about?" And she looked like Assassin's Creed because she dressed up like she took the clothes of one of the wolves, and then so she was like, "Come on, we gotta clear the town out and we gotta get to the armory." And Morgan was like, "We don't have to do this. We don't have to kill him." And Carol just looked at him and was like, "Yeah, I'm going. So here you go." Yeah, and she went through the town. She cleared him out. She cleared him out, which was good.
Good. Well, I'm glad Morgan is useless.
Yeah,
remember that time when he was helpful? That was cool. So I know he said he mastered his stick abilities from
supposedly
from some guy he knew. Did we confirm or did we deny that it's Donatello the Ninja Turtle? We confirmed it or we didn't confirm that yet?
It could go either way.
Because he said he knew him for a little bit, and if you think about it, the people who use the stick is a very short list. So it's Donatello, Gambit.
That is true. That is
Goku,
true.
when he was a little
Young
kid.
Goku.
Yeah, young Goku.
Young Goku.
Like from Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And like, that's it.
Yeah.
And like one or two DBZ movies where I think Gohan had it one time. So maybe Gohan. Maybe.
Yeah.
And so 3. That's all I can think of. Unless he met like Aquaman, and he showed him like trident skills.
I don't know.
So I mean, it's a short list. But Gambit would be useful, so I assume he's still alive. Well, they're in Virginia. Where are they? West Virginia? I think they're in Virginia. I think they left.
I don't know where they are.
I think they left Atlanta. I think they're in Virginia. So Gambit's not there.
No.
So Aquaman's not there. There's no water there.
No.
And what was the other one I said? Goku's not there. I don't think it's the same universe. It's not a shared universe.
No,
So
that leaves
no.
Donatello.
That leaves Donatello.
The little girl in the beginning, I forget what her name is. I think her name's like Enid or something.
Mm-hmm.
She's like Carl's girlfriend. She ate a turtle.
That was Donatello. Confirmed then. Donatello.
Yeah, if that helps any.
Yeah.
She ate the turtle raw.
I don't think you can do that.
That was my first thought, but she did it.
Again, on Dual Survival, they killed a turtle one time.
And they cooked it.
They cooked it because I don't think you can eat it raw.
Because you have to cook things. You can't just eat things raw like that.
I'm pretty sure you can't.
No, I'm pretty sure you can't eat a turtle raw.
I don't think you... How'd she get through a shell?
They didn't show it. It was just walking by, and the next minute she was eating it.
Sucked it out like a...
she cracked it open, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. I don't...
It was...
A lot of flaws in that.
That
okay.
was...
So yeah, Donatello. She ate Donatello because my theory is Ninja Turtles always ate pizza. No pizza in the apocalypse. He turned back into a little turtle. She ate him because he said, "Oh, my friend taught me." Then he died. There you go, right there, plain and simple. That brings me to the other thing. They never use fire again. It's the same thing. Because on the marathon before the season started, there was that one episode where the little girl, what's her name? The one who died? Beth and Daryl were traveling by themselves, and they started making a fire, and she dug a hole to put the fire in so the zombies wouldn't see it. But then I was like, that's a good skill to have. But they've never done that again. I never seen them start a fire again. So it's not helpful to anybody else.
No, it's not.
But they should be starting fire all the time. I don't know why they don't. But hey, whatever. I mean, I could be wrong about that. I mean, I'm sure they started a fire somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. So it was good. I had to watch that one. And then, what do we watch? We watched The Flash. Flash was mediocre, I thought. It was okay. It could have been better. No talk of Zoom. They're not moving that story. They're not hoping to move that story along. Like any.
No, it wasn't very good. I'm still not okay with them killing
Better not say
Ronnie.
Ronnie. You get over it. There's
No.
more gorgeous people.
No,
have-
I'm never gonna get over it.
Jay Garrett in episode 1 was like in his...
Caitlyn obviously got over it real easily.
Yeah, because Jay Garrett got into his final form.
Her dead husband died.
What Jay Garrett didn't tell you was...
Jay Garrett showed up
when
and
he
she
came-
was just like, I'm over it.
When he came
Ronnie would want me to move on.
Ronnie would want me to bang this hot dude.
Ronnie would want me to move on with the next gorgeous dude I found. And
yeah, it's that
Jay
dude.
Garrett.
Jay Garrett failed to mention that when he came through the portal,
He got better looking?
he got better looking because that was a hyperbolic time chamber. So
Is
he
that
got
how
a
it
year
works?
of training when he came
in
through.
the, like, 1 minute it took to
Yeah,
go through
that was
there?
actually a year. Probably.
We
like,
don't know
more
that's
than a
not
year.
what happened.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know that's what happened.
I think the CW just puts everybody through that because
You're telling me the originals. You said
the
that was
originals, everybody looks really good.
Because that's what I watch the originals for was story. That's what I
Yeah.
tell everybody. I'm like, oh yeah, story. That's it. Yeah.
Well,
no.
the story's extra lacking this season.
I'm sure.
So they had to step up the amount of good-looking
Yeah, I'm
people.
sure. Was there ever a story with that?
Also, Vampire Diaries.
There's not a story in there.
Also, Vampire
There's never been a
Diaries.
story.
Everybody grew up like 5 years.
When,
It's just like,
when the originals left,
we're 5 years.
when the originals
better
left
looking now.
Vampire Diaries, that was the end of the story on Vampire Diaries. There's no more.
Yeah,
there hasn't been
yeah,
a story
no, pretty much.
anymore since that. That was like season 3. So yeah, they've just been going on good looks. That's what the CW goes on all the time. Like Arrow.
It's the only reason I sit through the Flash at this point.
It was okay.
I mean,
I want to know who Zoom is. Zoom's gonna be.
it's probably Eddie or some stupid
No,
crap.
it's gonna. I'm gonna go. It's
not gonna be Future
It's
Barry.
Future Barry.
It's not.
Who went crazy,
They're
just
not
like in the
gonna
comics.
do it. They're not gonna
The comics
do
are
it.
so new that they have to do it.
They're not gonna
It's
do it.
insulting to everybody if they don't do it.
The season finale was insulting because they didn't do what they should have did.
A lot of people like that.
I don't know
I
who
wasn't
those
one of
people
them.
are,
I
but
was,
it wasn't okay.
I was satisfied,
It
kind
wasn't
of.
okay.
It could have been better.
It wasn't satisfying.
It
And
has to
that's
be
why
right.
you get gorgeous looking Jay Garrett this season
The shirt off.
with this shirt
have
off
to
for
run more
no
tests on him.
reason.
You have to run more tests on
No reason.
They should also have Barry's new girlfriend Patty. They should put her through the.
Yeah.
They should put her through.
I
the
love
police
how
academy.
last week she was all in uniform, like normal looking
Yeah.
officer. You're like, oh, police officer, okay. And then this week, she was like all done up,
Yeah,
all
no, I
prettied
don't,
up.
I don't know what happened
I
there.
was like, what?
Time portal, tell me. Hyperbolic
It's
time
like,
chambers.
I don't appreciate
That's what the
that.
singularities were. Hyperbolic time chambers. Oh, Ronnie said, not Ronnie, the actual person who plays Ronnie. He
Arrow's
said,
cousin?
yeah,
Yeah.
Arrow's cousin, Steven. Is he Steven? Arrow's
Arrow
Steven.
Steven.
He's Robbie. Robbie Amell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. He said that he will be back on Arrow. Or Days of Future Past. What is it? Legends of Tomorrow. Something like
Why
that.
would he be back on Arrow?
I don't know. I'm not a writer there.
How would they even get to that on Arrow?
Because I don't know time.
He gonna show up in the
Because
League of
Singularity.
Assassins or something?
They should do that. Oh, that was a good part on Arrow. They freaking dumped what's her name in the pit.
Yeah, I think they should have left her in there longer.
She was in there for a while.
She was in there for like
They-
a couple minutes.
They threw Thea in there, and like 10 seconds later, she was done.
They
She was in there,
should've-
and she was bubbling.
No, they should have left her in there for like a good
No,
5
she
minutes,
wasn't-
and
she
then
was-
she should have popped out.
She popped out like a Pop Tart when you put it in the toaster.
Just like that?
Yeah. I was like, man, is this ever going to be done? And yeah, she popped out, and it's crazy. She's not well. I don't know. She wasn't well. Like, Thea came out, she was like, ah!
Well, apparently...
And then they, like, tapped her on the shoulder, and she was
snapped
knocked out.
of it.
This one, they're, like, shooting her with elephant tranquilizer, and she was
And
not going
chain her
down.
up.
Yeah, they chained her up. What is that? That's not normal. Like, that's not normal. How many times have they chained up Arrow? Never. They roped them up a few times with his shirt off, but that's because, once again, the first part of this conversation. That's filler.
Yeah.
But no, when you're bringing back somebody from the dead, that you
That
probably
shouldn't
shouldn't.
happen.
Change shouldn't have to be involved. Shouldn't be doing that. Arrow was good. I think Arrow's been better than Flash this season so far.
It was obviously the Atom, Ray Palmer, in Felicity's phone.
How?
Apparently,
He's
I was
in there?
the only one who caught that. But I thought that was pretty obvious.
Yeah, I thought that was a reference to the light.
How else is her phone gonna just say Felicity like that? And that
My
guy.
phone says that all the time.
That it just pops up with
like
Felicity's
Ruben.
name.
Oh no!
Yeah.
It pops up. It says, "Ruben, you're an a-hole. Ruben, stop being an a-hole."
No, I'm pretty sure it was the Atom because, I mean, obviously, if he's the size of atom, he's still right there.
There's not a lot of space
where
in
else
my
would
phone
he
for
have
her
gone?
for him to be in that. Like if we're.
He's the size of like an atom. He can fit.
Okay, I'm getting him confused with Ant-Man. Like Ant-Man, I see is an actual size. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, they can get in there, but like I would feel him.
No,
like if I drop it, I'm like, hey, what was that noise?
You're gonna know. Yeah.
I'd be like, oh.
Ant-Man only goes to the size of an ant.
Yeah.
You can see an ant. An
that's
atom,
what I'm saying.
can't see an atom.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm like, oh, they're the same size.
I'm a good 95% sure it was him.
I thought it was a light reference.
But they also are shoehorning in a lot
85% of people are like, what is the light? You need to watch Young Justice.
Yes.
Because, how dare you ask me that question?
You should watch Young Justice in general.
Because, I don't know why you wouldn't be.
But, in case you
the light, last week, or episode 1, he was like, oh, I need to be the light. I need to be the light. And then, I think Damien Dark is a member of the light.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he is.
He keeps talking about darkness.
Yeah, he keeps talking about darkness. And then, that thing on her phone it looked like something, the light.
What does that have to do with the light?
I don't know. Also, last season, too, when she was making, when they were giving her origin story, like her boyfriend went crazy and did some satellite thing, there was a reference to the light on there, too.
Unless she's a member of the light.
Maybe.
I was thinking Arrow was that he was infiltrating
the light.
The light.
Could be. That's why he's running for mayor.
Much like on
Young Justice. Just the same. Should do that.
Yeah.
Should do a Reach invasion.
They should. Maybe that'll be next season.
Legends of Tomorrow season 2, a Reach invasion. Vandal Savage was in Young Justice too. So.
Speaking of.
There you go.
Future and stuff, you were telling me about Connor
Hawk, yes.
Not to be confused with Carter Hall,
those are two
who
different
is
names.
Hawkman.
Those are two different names. Look, Connor
Hawk,
Carter Hall,
who is Hawkman.
Yes, the only similarity is one is a Hawkman and the other one has Hawk in his name. That's the only difference.
The only similarity
only one flies.
Is they both start with the same letter, first and last names, and they both have Hawk in their names.
There's not the same amount of syllables in there. Look, I do it. Is that the thing where you clap syllables?
Yes.
Connor Hawk. That's 3. Carter Hall. Oh, look.
That's awesome. Okay, so there you go.
Okay. I might have an issue there then. Alright. Well, that.
And you're telling me Connor Hawk
is the son of Arrow, Oliver Queen, and some chick he banged in college who was Asian and half black, apparently. I didn't know those details until I read it on the website. So apparently he's going to be in Legends of Tomorrow. The character Connor Hawk.
But he's not going to be this Oliver Queen's son.
No. Because on here, his son would only be like at least 5 or 7. Probably like...
Be like 10. What are you talking about? Arrow's like... Isn't he like 30-some in the show?
In the show, I think he's 30.
Nah,
28. They said
28 years old.
Yes.
He's not. No, he is not 28 years old.
Well, just like we're supposed to believe
he
Felicity
can't pass for 28
is
years
26.
old. She can't pass for... Okay, first thing, there's not 2 years in between them. There's at least 5. Okay?
Yeah.
There's at least 5. And I don't know how many years they said was between Oliver and Thea, but that's also got to be like 10 years.
That's like 10 years.
It's not, no, like 2-3 years.
Yeah, it's also like 10 years. But so, and Legends of Tomorrow is going to be an alternative version, or from the future, where Connor Hawke has took up the Green Arrow name, and is now the Green Arrow that protects the city from all the people who have felled it.
Because people still fell
People still fell it, bastards. Because that makes sense, because I don't know if people still understand fully. Green Arrow is the Batman of this TV universe. Like, you're not going to see Batman. He's not showing up. There's no Batman here. There's a Bruce Wayne, because according to the Flash feature headline paper, it said Bruce Wayne merges with Omnicorp or whatever. I don't know what it was. Something like that. Or Queen Industries. Something like that. I don't know. But that's not even relative anymore because I don't even know what future that was. That could be any future. I don't know where Dr. Wells came from. Or Eobard Dawn came from. I don't know what future he came from. So that's not really relative anymore. But still.
You would think it should be.
I would think so, but you don't know that.
I would think.
Just like we figured out how Eobard Dawn is still alive because that's how he knew to leave when he saw Jay Garrett's helmet come through the portal.
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about that. But...
I don't think we did. But yeah that's how you know. Because Jay Garrett gave his story. He's like, oh yeah, I was fighting Zoom and my helmet got sucked up.
Yeah.
And then, if it got sucked up then at the Singularity, that's when Eobard Dawn / Professor Wells was fighting...
Barry.
Or wasn't fighting Barry.
He wasn't fighting him.
He was going to go into his time...
He was sitting waiting to go.
To go in his time machine. And that's when the helmet popped up. And that's when he goes, that's my cue to leave.
Go home, yeah. Which he could have only known that was his cue by having prior knowledge
that
or
this was
being
gonna
told
happen. This was prior going to happen.
That at that moment to go through the singularity.
Yeah.
And he would get home.
So he's still alive. Oh, which the other thing I found out was from there is that we're gonna see. I guess we're gonna get a whole episode about Professor Zoom. So I don't know if they're gonna say who he is right there. I doubt they will. But I guess Barry comes up with a plan to stop Professor Zoom, just like his plan to stop Reverse Flash in season 1. So he's gonna try to stop him. And Jay Garrett's like, "That's not gonna work, homie." And he's like, "No, gorgeous man, it's gonna work," and it don't work. Apparently. But I guess on that one, Iris brings to Professor Wells to this Earth 1.
How's that helpful?
Well, he's Professor Wells still, so I guess he'll be the same. Although Professor Wells on our Earth wasn't anything like Reverse Flash. He was only like Reverse Flash because he was Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't have the same mannerisms or anything.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe. That might work. I don't know. We'll see. That, or at least it is him. I don't think it's gonna... It has to be Future Barry. Because they didn't even say where the Future Barry was. We never
They've never brought that up.
They never brought it up. But
they've never brought it up, but also this season, they have not brought up Eddie.
Yeah.
They haven't brought him up.
Well, he could be in any Earth. He could be in Smallville Earth. And they're like, gorgeous man. We don't know where you came from.
They should do that.
Yeah, they're like, we don't know where you came from, but could you please get in line with all the rest of us?
But he should be somebody in Small. I just want them to acknowledge Smallville.
Want Tom Welling?
Yeah.
You wanna?
I'll take Bart.
So you want an Impulse?
I'll take Bart Impulse.
Want an Impulse, maybe?
From Smallville, yeah.
You want Barry to go through a singularity and show up there, and then?
Well, I thought he was going to go through multiple singularities.
Yeah, that's what it was. I thought that's what everybody kept saying.
And he hasn't done that yet, so
No.
I don't know if he's only going to go through them chasing after Zoom or
maybe
what. Because they haven't they haven't really.
Technically, we haven't confirmed either that the world that Jay Garrick came from isn't Smallville. Well, I guess we couldn't.
Yeah,
it's not because he said it was. He's only got this power like he's only had it like a year or two, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
He said he had it about 2 years.
Yeah, so that's not. Which is weird because it's the same time Barry's had it.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
I think Zoom, whoever he is, somehow had to go back to create
all the berries,
to
all
create
those
the lightning ones? That gave to create the lightning strike that gave
multiple flashes or power.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think that's how they're gonna play it. I really doubt it's gonna be Future Barry though. It's probably gonna be Eddie or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hi, buddy.
I think, so that's the Flash. We went way deep with that. People are going to be like, first thing, what is the light? Second thing, what is that show Smallville that you keep talking about?
That's my buddy.
Somebody right there. Probably wants to know what we're doing.
Aww.
I don't got nothing here for you. I don't have any snacks here for you. I'll go get you one right now. We're almost done. I think that's all. Yeah, so people are going to have to go back and... I'll give you something right now. Hold on.
You gotta put in the picture of the
I'll give you something right now. Hold on. I think that's everything anyways. I can't think of anything else really, so... Just want to talk about more dual survival.
No, I don't want to talk about more dual survival. Did you ever... Although, now that you bring it up, did you see the one where Joe single-handedly fought off the shark?
Yeah, I did. I did see it. I saw the replay on Wednesday.
He saved Matt.
Yeah, he saved Matt
himself
with the paddle. He did the Dane Cook joke. Is that an inside reference for everybody?
I don't know, but that's
like,
exactly what he did.
That's your shark. Got my Sharkpedo here. Just throw it at you.
You punched the shark. Yeah, you punched the shark in the eye. And he
saved everybody. He saved the camera guy. He saved everybody.
Saved Matt.
Saved everybody. All right, I think that's all for this week. We should have more next week.